PDP governors agreed to support a southern candidate, but Okowa and Obaseki worked for Atiku. According to a report credited to Saturday Sun, some People's Democratic Party governors have reportedly made moves against the 2023 presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar. It will be recalled that the party has been facing internal crisis since the emergence of Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa as running mate to Atiku. The source listed some of the governors as Nyesom Wike of Rivers, Sam Otom of Benue, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State, Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, and Ishaku Darius of Taraba, and Okeze Ikpeazu of Abia as governors unwilling to support Atiku's bid. That will be tantamount to anti-party activities. If they are not going to support their candidate, then it's better for them to remain aloof than to show interest in any other presidential candidate. Parties should be supreme, but in this part of the world, especially in Nigeria, anything can happen. People can wake up as a member of a political party in the morning, and before noonday, they have shifted, they have moved, they have aligned with another party, and even seeking tickets from the same party that they have no relationship before with. This is our country. You don't know when we start getting it right. Must there be a law that will say you can't move from one party to the other before we know what is called commitment, loyalty, and support for your party? When it was obvious that IU wasn't ready to listen and zone the presidential ticket to the south, governors and other leaders decided to leave the contest open, but they agreed to support a southern aspirant. But people like Okowa, Gordon Obaseki of Edo State and Delta State respectively, especially from the south, started working to ensure that the northern candidate emerges inherited. Maybe they have been promised money or they have collected dollars from the northern candidate. Because for me, if we look at equity, forget about the party. Equity and justice that we're talking about in this country, somebody from the north is there now, is going to about 8 years, and you want your party to bring in another person from the north. Why can't they negotiate and say, look, we want the other members of this political party to feel a sense of belonging. Let us move this to the south, since that is what the party is known for, rotation. But here we are, they have made up their mind, they have collected the badger, they have collected what they wanted to collect, and they have sold their birthright. A committee set up by the PDP National Chairman, Dr. Iyo endorsed Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State as the PDP vice presidential candidate, but Atiku later settled for Okowa, his counterpart from Delta State. According to source, PDP governors who have moved against Atiku include Okowa, include Otom, Wike, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, Seyi Makinde, and Ishaku Darius and Ikpeazu further revealed that the above-mentioned governors might not work for the actualization of Atiku presidential ambition come 2023. The source also added that some PDP governors prevailed on the party national chairman to respect the agreement he inherited from the former Senate president. He did not listen to them. Governors agreed to back the southern aspirant. Okowa and his Edo State counterpart work for the emergence of the northern candidate. Well, that is where their own interest lies. If they are not ready to give into the support their own candidate, they should be ready to work together. But politicians in this country, you cannot predict them. Are you saying only Edo and Delta State make Atiku to win? How do you come about that? The two states alone cannot give him the number of votes required. Obaseki is a big betrayer. I just dislike that man. That person I led by ESA to come and vote for in Benin, but there's nothing to show for it. It is like Atiku and all those behind Okowa emergence should go back to their drawing board and substitute the vice presidential candidate to settle for the giant Wike for peace to reign and enter the general election as one united PDP. Else, all these write-ups are for Wike. Imagine if they are like the greedy selfish governor were sincere. They will have macrozoned it to southeast, Please, the governors are not holding the vote of the masses, except those benefiting from them, which is insignificant. Let others vote for their own and we'll see. We can refuse to be intimidated and allow to vote who they want. Only at election time you will see governors coming to talk with voters. It has to stop. As Wike is very greedy. Instead of him supporting Southeast, he wants to get the ticket for himself. Obaseki could not surprise his friend, indeed breadwinner Wike, who supported him at all cost, worked for him to become PDP governor. He carries his anger forever. Show a little kindness. He doesn't forgive anybody. Shomoli begs Sote, he no forgive. An opportunity for him to repay Wike by supporting Wike, but for his ambition for president, he show am shege. He no forgive. Anyway, he's a local man. Will he be there forever? Serious betrayal. My brother, our present-day politicians find it difficult to forgive. Obaseki should have paid back Wike in a good way in spite of the Cold War. Okowa and Obaseki are serious betrayers. They are really big betrayers. Okowa can't even govern Nigeria. Peace, PDP, stay calm. Don't rock your boat. Now that victory is glaring to you, for you to take the country affairs in 2023. You want to throw away the opportunity? Please be wise and be mature. Forgive and forge ahead. It's your time. You cannot legislate peace. You watch Atiku have his way at all levels in anticipation of unprincipled people like you come here to plead for peace. Where are the consideration for peace when Atiku was writing orders as if he's capable of doing it alone? Let their grief take their own decisions in their own interest. What of the time if they plan to enslave everyone in the country? No way for him come 2023. This is a super story. You may not like this, but can't they make another mistake again? Join the elder statesmen to advise young leader as our time has come. Vote Peter Obi. When you enter into an agreement with Obaseki, just go and prepare for the worst. Obaseki only think about himself alone. I sincerely hope that Peter Obi will realize this fact on time. His romance with Labour Party now is for exploitation, not for mutual benefit. On Okowa, I don't know how a man who claims to be an Igbo man will stab the southern region at the back for a pot of porridge. Some people will choose to be slaves because of their stomach. Okowa can never be the leader of his people. You are not no Okowa. You don't have the opportunity to test your own loyalty over this issue. It is easy to pontificate when you are nobody and not in reckoning. Sorry to say, you are nobody and you don't know for sure what you are capable of sacrificing for a mess of porridge. The southern agitation ended the day they all agreed to open primary. A winner emerged and there must be a VP to complement ticket. So all this noise against Okowa is unfair. Wike is some people's favorite for VP. Had Wike emerged the VP candidate, they will still be talking of Southern presidency. They don't know what they are saying. Can two work together unless they agree? Everybody is keeping mute over the video that was circulated before the primary election, where Wike vehemently vowed not to be a second fiddle to whoever wins. I'm really ashamed as Confucianists who will never wish PDP well, making silly comments on social media. Is it by force, by the way, making Wike the VP bring about the Southern presidency? No, well, that is the comment of some people about betrayal of Okowa and Obaseki. Kindly make yours known as you subscribe to my page. Thank you, good day, and God bless.